a lot more. I think the pace.
Hello guys, and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. Well, not video, live stream on my YouTube channel. I'm just putting on Huddersfield Town versus Barrow, just to see how everything in pre-season is going. I am 6 minutes late, but I did have to do the payment of £6 if you want to watch it. They are currently at Canal Side Sports Complex, and yeah, let's just see how we get on. So obviously now I've just done the live stream, started the live stream. I am going to do the thumbnail for the video, but without that I need to just go to Canva. I am listening to it just whilst I'm doing this. I hope you guys are all okay. Let's get this sorted out. I think my tablet is almost dead. It's on 1%, so I might be able to do it on my tablet. If not, I will have to do it on my MacBook.
Very calm on the ball into Evans though, just dropping deep and there's space on down the right channel again. Eccleston wanted it, he still wants it down this right hand side.
Let's come up on my laptop first.
Will eventually just keep hold of the ball, got Feeney in support now to Ruhan.
Let's see how this goes. I'm just going to try and move my tripod a little bit further to me. I think I'm having technical issues with it. It is buffering. Brilliant. What we like to pay £6 for.
But just go back to the sort of two lineups, it's pre-season, so Barrow will be working on certain things. So the manager might have said, "Look, let's."
I will need to take this internet off my TV because I think it's making my it's making everything go cuckoo. I think, and it's not good. Can I just take off the Wi-Fi connection? It might make everything faster. Right. And I'll turn my TV off as well. Okie dokie, let's keep. I think because I'm not exactly in it all the time.
How we're potentially going to sit in against certain teams. Let's work on that today. So it's an opportunity for them to see their
Let's
teams.
hope we can somewhat manage to get a win for our first pre-season match, obviously with us losing 3-1 to AFC Emley in Emley. Not exactly ideal, to be honest, but we did put the youngsters out towards the end, which I did think that did let us down quite a lot. So, yeah, it was a big shame, really, but it's just the way it goes, to be honest. Young kids. I'm just gonna go down to Barrow's logo.
This kind of stuff happens in pre-season, like when someone goes down with an injury. If it's you, your first thought is, I hope I'm okay, I'd imagine. But the other part is, from a different point of view, manager, is he okay?
Let's get this sorted out.
No, that's it, and there'll be zero risks, I'm sure, at this stage. It'll be an opportunity if he gets up.
I haven't done much on my YouTube channel recently, with the recent passing of my father. It's not been great recently. Prior to that, I was just, making sure that my YouTube channel was all up to scratch, making sure all the thumbnails are all the same for previous years. It's taken me ages to get everything done, but I haven't looked after my YouTube channel over the years, and I've just let it go astray. So just making sure that everything is relatively the same. I'm just keeping up to scratch with this. But at the moment, I don't feel like I can do the last season, which I need to complete, which is the first season I did my YouTube channel, which was in the promotion winning season. So yeah, I just don't feel like I'm ready to quite do that yet. With everything going on, I just haven't had the concentration to do it. Been through quite a traumatic experience recently, to be honest, but we move on. I thought, like, if I got the town video, town live stream done today, it might take my mind off everything. So hope town don't make anything worse by losing. Knowing town, nothing's guaranteed at all. It's taking ages to do this. Right, Town v Barrow needs to go into my new thumbnails list now. I'm just going to go to YouTube before I start explaining about what's going on. I hope all of you guys are well and good. I'm just going to put this on from YouTube Studio, making my channel thumbnail look a lot more professional. So yeah, just my YouTube channel's been gone astray recently. Obviously with my dad passing away. I've just gained a subscriber, so thank you ever so much to the person, obviously, from this live stream who's been watching, because before the live stream it was 941 subscribers, so thank you very much to that individual who subscribed. It means a lot to me. I'm almost on my way to 1,000 subscribers. I'm somewhat getting there. Yeah, I'll be alright. I'll be fine. How do you change the thumbnail? There we go. Town v Barrow. There we go. A few times from Ruan already so far this pre-season. Gets himself into great areas, and he's not. And it should be up. The thumbnail should have changed any minute. My internet is really slow. Obviously, with streaming. Streaming this. So. Yeah, 5 people watching the live stream. Thank you ever so much for jumping on. I do appreciate it. Thumbnail for the stream has been changed. I'm just waiting for the confirmation of that. I'm going to go onto YouTube. Then I will do the commentary for what is currently going to be happening. I think it would have changed on my channel. Yes, it has. Brilliant. Right, okay, that's all. So yeah, no, it's been a very sad last week. I mentioned again, my dad passed away, quite in traumatic fashion. That was just after the Emley game, funnily enough. So I went to the Emley game. My dad wasn't very happy about obviously losing to Emley, but I don't think he quite understood what it means by pre-season. So yeah, I just needed to get to do this. My channel, I've spent a lot of time on my channel recently, before my dad passed away, on Canva, because that is what my editing software is for my thumbnails, as no one does my thumbnails, I do them all by myself. I've spent a lot of hours just making sure my channel has been looking the same throughout the years, but obviously my channel thumbnails were different back in 2016 and 2017. So I've just basically changed all the thumbnails on my YouTube channel from basically 2016 up to 2025, and it's looking a lot better, a lot more healthier. All the playlists are on my YouTube channel, so guys, if any of you want to go and look at my playlists for any games throughout the last couple of all those seasons since 2016, please go and have a look. you got games from the first match against Brentford from the 2016-2017 season to the AFC Emily match, which was very recent the other day. Right, so it looks like there's quite a lot of heavy passes going along. We are 16 minutes and 7 seconds into the game. I think the game just needs to calm down. I think Barrow will be completely up for this game. They will want to win. I think they might have studied how we played against AFC Emily. They might have done, they might not have done, but you know, we're a bit exposed to how we did lose with the youngsters on. It was nice to get a goal. It was nice to get a goal out of it because over previous seasons, I think when we played Emily in pre-seasons previously, I did want to go, but I just never managed to have the chance to go and watch him basically. So it was nice to see some familiar faces as well. So Barrow are knocking it quite well round the back. Scott Smith for Barrow. Worked this ball really well, but the press is continuous. Very good. Was it Dion Charles? Thomas, absolutely continuous, and it was probably just. Oh no, Thomas. So we must be playing the youngsters. I haven't seen the starting lineup yet. I mean, I should actually probably have a look at that. I just knew we were playing Barrow at 1 o'clock, so I just thought, stuff it, I'll pay and I'll watch it. To get the blocking. Right, okay, so. Do you know what? Why not? You know, it's good test this keeper. You know, it's pre-season. Right, so our starting lineups: Chapman, Jace Way, Neil Eccleston, Ryan Ledson, Josh Feeney, Sean Rowan, Peter Thomas, Ben Wiles, Dion Charles, Anthony Evans, and Ruben Rootskin. Substitutes: Nichols, Miller, Kane, Sorensen. I don't know if that's Aisha. Taylor, Voiced, Wallace, Ladapo, Harness, Orpenda and Kasumu. I'm not sure how many times Town are going to change the starting Excel today, but obviously with AFC Emily, with the 90 minutes we had there, we did change the team every half an hour. So I don't know if Town are going to do that today, which I would presume so. I would presume they would do after every half an hour at Canalside. So I'm just going to put this on full screen now and yes, keep going with this. Barrow and goalkeeper Will Stanway doesn't want to go short here, and I think that's probably down to the fact that Town have been pressing so hard. Yeah, I think for Barrow it's probably a chance to have a little bit of a breather, squeeze everybody up, try and play some football in Huddersfield's half. Great first contact. Lemonade. Exactly what. Oh dear. For them, yeah. For Barrow, I think I would like to see Town's away shirt and Town's third shirt. I don't know when that's going to be announced, but it's got to be announced at some point in July. It's got to be announced at some point in July. When Town's home shirt gets dropped mid-July at the Stadium shop, I will be buying it. It's an absolute scorcher kit. If you guys have any opinions of the kit, which you most likely will, please feel free to drop your thoughts into the comments section. We've seen a lot more intensity out of this game than we did 10 days or so ago up at Emily. Yeah, no, absolutely. I think the lads are, what are they, 2 weeks into the pre-season now, so fitness levels they'll be bang on. They'll be improving every day, but they'll be raring to go now. And as soon as the game starts, certainly as a player's point of view, it means the testings and the running kind of slows down a touch, and it's more game dependent and a little bit more game work on the training pitch, which as a player that's what you're after. What a confidence! Let's see what's going on now. Nearly choked a little bit. But I don't know if I can actually see the comment section properly. When he stepped up to show comments on the stage. So confident. Chat, enable chat overlay. Oh. Continue where we chat overlay is not available in the free plan. Upgrade now to enable it and start interacting with your audience on stage. I think I might probably start doing that maybe this season. might. I'll see how I'll go and see how I feel, because obviously Sky Sports are now putting. Oh goodness, what's happened to my screen now?
Deep inside their own half. Sure.
There we go. Don't know what happened there. Obviously, Sky Sports, I think, are showing 215 live matches, and that's including Sky Sports Plus matches. So if I don't go to a certain amount of away games, if I don't go to a certain amount of away games, I will be doing live streams on my YouTube channel. I'm not letting anything previous what's happened with my dad passing to stop me from doing what I love doing, because YouTube has kept me going over a lot of years, back to when I was in high school, and yeah, that's the way it is. Thank you very much. Right, Barrow are on the attack. Lost the ball straight away. Town are on a dangerous attack if he puts it to the right hand side, which he does. Thomas passes it into the centre. Good touch. Oh, it's a corner for Town. I don't know who that was who took the shot. Just wanted to see that shot maybe a little bit earlier. It's quite a difficult stream to kind of watch here. So, Peter Thomas put it into the middle, and I think that was Ben Wiles who had the shot there. Just ricocheted off the player's body and went out for a corner. Picking out Wiles in a great position. Yeah, I was kind of expecting the ball to come across the 6 yard, but to have his head up and go back, it's excellent. No, it was because there wasn't anybody. Town corner. So it was good that he did pick his head up and pick corner taken, high one. Headed it. Oh, that was really close. That. Maybe it should have been Clarky. Yeah, I think even from the initial header, I think he rose so well. So let me try and explain. So it was a high whipped ball cross. I think Sorensen actually headed it. Yeah, Sorensen headed it, and I think it was number 9. Dion Charles, I think. I can't tell. I think it was Dion Charles who just put it wide in front of goal. Maybe it should have been Huddersfield Town in the lead. That's a great ball. Oh, it was offside. But a great ball being put in there. I'm not sorry. I do apologise. I'm not very good with recognising youngsters from the B team on the reserve. AFC Barrow 0 for the time being. No goal there from Peter Thomas with the best Peter Thomas of the game so far. Right. So it was Sorensen that headed it, and Peter Thomas just put it wide. I thought it was Dion Charles, but it wasn't. My apologies. An open training session between 11 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. Allowing all supporters access behind the scenes of training under new manager Lee Grant and his first team coaching staff. It's a great event if you can manage to get yourself down there. So for all the family, start the summer holidays. Terry the Terrier will be there at the Aku Stadium, as Town fans are welcome back there since the name change. Unfortunately, I won't be going to the open training session due to it being my dad's funeral on that day. I would have liked it to have been on the 20th. Well, I don't think I would have been able to go anyway, because before we announced my dad's funeral on the 21st. I was going to go to Wales anyway. For a couple of nights on that week, on that Monday. I was going to travel down on that Monday anyway. So unfortunately, I couldn't go anyway. But I did go last year. It would have been nice to go this year, but I think some things are just a little bit more important than football at this moment in time. What a ball! Great ball! Oh, he tried to centre it. There was no one in the middle to try and to centre it to. Barrow just cleared the lines. Town win the ball back. Really nice ball in the middle there. Oh, great shot that. Anthony Evans, great shot. It's just not too much work for the keeper there.
We were right behind it, weren't we? So unfortunately, it just dipped into the keeper's hands. But good play, good little bit of interplay again.
I kind of wanted him to shoot him. Just it might not have been on, but I just want
Barrow in the middle of the pitch on a strong attack now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We are
play on from the referee. Barrow looking to cut in. Crosses, goes out for a goal kick. Oh no, gone out for a corner.
Nice work from Mahoney and Jackson as well.
Yeah, just took a little nick off Neil Eccleston.
Barrow attack like this so far, so this is a good opportunity to see what Town's defence is like from a corner, Clarky.
Yeah, exactly. It gives us a chance to see how the lads are lining up. Look to be some marking, some in a zone.
Barrow got a chance to shoot here. He did shoot.
Tried to knuckleball that one, but it just didn't quite happen for him. So Dion Charles looking to.
It's a free kick to Town. Dion Charles got took down. Not playing the ball fast. Just letting it go.
Foul. Good work from Charles there. I mean, as a defender, Clarky, if your striker's coming back and helping out like that, you must appreciate it so much.
No, absolutely. And sometimes, I had a great striking player that always should come back with and helped us do the fantastic, great in both boxes.
Only 27 minutes in, so I think give it another 2 minutes, basically. I think Town will be changing the team sheet. I will be going just downstairs just to help out with something, and then I'll be back upstairs. It won't take me too long. You got Kasumu. Is that Kasumu? Oh, I don't know what his name is, but that's a great ball. Barrow came and defended it really well.
Those who come back and really put in a shift defensively and helped you out.
Evans put that ball into such a dangerous position for Eccleston to get on the end of.
Great header.
Yeah, Ruin again, just winning that ball back there.
Come on, Town. Should be getting a goal here.
Dominating this side of the half at the moment. Maybe it's not quite sticking the way it would want to, and I think that's probably the only thing that I will be looking at the moment from an attacking perspective is that ball sticking and getting some shots away right now.
Yeah, no, exactly right. I think that's what the manager will be after as well. We are working the ball really well through midfield. Just getting to that final touch. It's just breaking down a touch, just that final pass, that striker holding of the ball. Is so important.
Oh, lovely through ball. Oh, and just a bit short.
Down this right inside channel. Stanway will play the pass to.
I think Town goes out for a Town throw in after the keeper kicked it out of play. For Barrow, throw in taken.
Behind the scenes right now, players going to get warm for the second half of this one today here at.
Yeah, they are changing the team around like they did against Emily. They are doing the same protocol.
So Feeney just on the ball. Look at the ball on his outside. A little bit relaxed there was Evans. Maybe he thought the pass was coming a little bit harder for him. I think we are starting to see Barrow just press a little bit more as well now, Clark. It's maybe it was a case of let's set in for the first 20 minutes, and then when we can, then we'll give a little bit.
Yeah, potentially. Like I say, they've had a little bits of joy themselves.
Great ball. No, it's offside.
It's Ruskin caught offside, right?
He still didn't score it.
Shot afterwards anyway was wide, but again, someone we're not really seeing too much of as yet, but I think we kind of want to see him get involved a little bit more, even if it's through the middle line.
Yeah, exactly. I think those players, those wide players, have got to make those runs. When the striker's coming in, defensively, as a centre half, you do get sucked in with a striker, and if those runs are good and timed well, and
Town putting some really nice. It's a free kick. First, just putting pressure on. Get a great man.
And I'm sure that's potentially what the manager's been working on as well with these wide players. Not being too isolated out there.
Tom putting some really nice pressure on the defence here. We just need to get a goal to get the reward.
This is why Jace Way at the moment on the ball, just taking control of it, has had so much possession right now in this game.
Yeah, exactly. I think it just gives these defensive players a chance to really press on.
Great ball.
Ruski just tries to play it backwards a little bit. Didn't quite happen that time, but again, Town getting in them areas.
Now Barrow have a chance to.
And I'm sure
Town get back really quick there. Great positioning by Town in a very quick space of time, short space of time.
Play and attacking sort of.
Pressing's really good. Barrow knocking the ball around quite nicely as well.
Through that sort of midfield and getting it out wide.
Just get some more accurate passes. Could take a shot here.
Just about getting in there. Left boy shot from Ruskin, deflected.
Ruben Ruskin's starting to get some shots on. Town corner.
Pass by Shipley from Barrow. Probably the wrong area to do it. If your left back done that, Clark,
I wouldn't have been overly impressed, to be honest. But yeah, nice little thing to play. But yeah, just thinking there, Ruskin, I know he ended up having the shot, but just going to have that confidence. It looks as if, from our angle, it looked one-on-one with the defensive player. Go take him on. He managed to get a shot off in the end, but real opportunity there, a bit of confidence to go and attack him.
Town corner.
Evans, left arm up, right foot in, swinger.
Nice ball into the box there.
It's going to drop away for Eccleston.
Really nice layoff there. Chipped back in. Headed. Oh, just hit the crossbar. What a lovely header that was.
Great ball in. Who was it? Ryan Ledson put the ball.
Ryan Ledson put the ball into the box, and who was it who headed that? That was an absolute beautiful.
Great ball in.
The header as well, Clarky. I mean, to get that loop on it, you've really got to move your neck muscles.
Yeah. No, it's seen the position that it was in. It was always going to be a difficult header anyway.
Some real nice pressure being put on.
Yeah, well done from Town, Eccleston, and Thomas on the Town right-hand side. So throw here.
33 minutes have gone. We haven't changed the team sheet yet.
Yeah, just past the 33-minute mark. Westfield Town 0, AFC Barrow 0. Feeney up winning that one. Ledson next one in. A bit of a push in the back on Charles. He's battling up there.
One of you.
So
two people running towards the same ball. Lovely ball. Town corner.
But the ball and the touch from Wiles was superb.
Yeah, great ball. Nice lofted ball over the defence. Yeah, and again, just the timing of the run, fantastic. And it's like what we've said. We've seen so much more of that. These midfielders joining in and getting up front and getting into these goal-scoring opportunities.
Ruskin with a corner. They're again aiming for
it out. Town players still on the end of it. Whipped it in. Lovely cross.
Balls drops for.
I
think he's just.
Nice chest there for Wiles. Chested the ball, dropped at foot, skied it over. Tried to get the volley on it.
Get over the ball and really test the keeper, which is a real shame. Good position.
It was a half volley and just skimmed it.
Second ball, so there's loose balls on the edge of the box.
Town forcing Barrow keeper Stanway to go a little bit longer. He probably would have wanted to. At first is Mahoney. Over on the far side, wants to come backwards. He's probably coming back here with maybe a bit of a point to prove today.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed how his time here sort of went. Really sort of hit with injury, but really technical player and good player. So, like you say, it's a chance for him to come back and not just show.
Get some real nice tackle. No, that's not a free kick, referee. That's a brilliant tackle. That was a brilliant tackle.
Tackle by Feeney. Look how he's come. About 20 yards downfield to come and make that.
Yeah, no, the confidence to go in. Again, it starts with the press. And if you've got these lads up front and in front of you, working hard, it gives you a chance to go in and really press high. Which,
you won the ball.
All the Town fans are hoping that's the style.
Right, Town on the attack now. Go on then. Oh, give him help. Someone support him.
As you were talking, Clark, I just had a little glance to my left-hand side where Lee Grant is. And he was barking them orders to go win that ball.
I think Robert Brooke has just put a comment saying, I think we need to bring another striker in, Pricey. Well, yeah, I think we probably do, to be honest, mate. I think we do need to put another striker on. Get another striker. Town got the ball into the box, and what a save by the goalkeeper from Barrow. Yeah, well,
forcing Barrow to come out a little bit, dropping ball into Ledson for over the top down the right. It's great.
We say the same thing every season, though, when it comes to strikers, and it comes to this time of the season. We're always like, oh, we always need another striker. Even if we got a striker, people would be asking for another striker, and it's just like, yeah, we just need to make sure everything before we go to the strikers is secure, basically.
A little bit wayward of Morse there. But
so we need. Obviously, I still think our goalkeeper situation is still poor. Nichols, I think he's well out of it. I don't really want. I do like Chapman as much as I do. I just don't think he's a League One starter for me yet. We've got a lot of defenders in, obviously, with the defenders that left us, and all the players that left and got released. I think we've got a solid defence, in all honesty. Midfield, I think the midfield could still be strengthened just a little bit. And then that's when I think we should go to get the strikers. I think strikers should be the last resort, really, of what we should be looking for at the moment. We need to just get that little bit of security in the midfield still. And then once we've got that, I think we need to get a striker in, definitely.
All played out by Swift to that right-hand side. Jackson cuts on the inside. Big challenge from Ledson on Jackson. And a bit of a yelp there, but full-blooded from Ledson.
Yeah, it was there to be won. I think both players went in. Referee's just told the physio to sit back down, so it's obviously not too serious. But yeah, full-blooded tackle, which is good to see.
Yeah, and the bit of a shake of hands and a part cuddle, I guess, just to say it's sorry, it's pre-season, going to win the ball.
Oh, I do like that home shirt. I will be buying it.
I think you find that.
I will be getting it. It's an absolutely gorgeous kit. I just hope the third and the second and the third shirt are just as equally as nice. Well, we just won't know that until probably the week before the season starts. Probably not in town.
It's graft, and these players are trying to get themselves ready for the start of the season.
Because the players have already seen them. The players have already seen the shirts. That's a free kick for Town. That could be a yellow card, actually. But no yellow card. Just a bit of a bad tackle.
He was going to slide in and clear the ball and just nicks it.
Oh, he took the whole man.
Position for Town.
So Town got free kick here.
It's not easy to get
on the edge of the box, basically.
Shooting opportunity, crossing opportunity here. What are you wanting to see?
Yeah, it's probably more of a crossing opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
The quality that he's got, I'm sure he'll be looking for that far post and runners running across the defender.
Let's just hope we can get something.
Evans, right foot, left arm up, in swinging towards that near post and cleared
headed away
by Warren. Towards Evans and Ledson now.
I think we might be doing 2 changes, to be honest.
Wiles heads back on the inside. Charles couldn't quite get there.
I think we're only doing 2 changes.
For Mahoney down the
each half on this game, I think.
Just couldn't quite keep it in. The break was on.
Yeah, the break was on. Yeah, absolutely. That's something that moving into the season and the other games that we've got coming in, it's getting back into your shape quickly. Putting in those hard yards to make sure that you can't get, attacked on and can't get broken on. But luckily for us, it went out of play and play stopped.
On that occasion,
ball whipped over the top. Should be a Town throw-in, I'd imagine. Yeah, Town throw-in. Straight in, we're on the right-hand side.
Like you say,
going towards Barrow's goal.
Getting in the legs and everything.
Still on the right-hand side.
You don't want to lose these games. So anything you can do as a professional, you want to do.
Come on, Tal, need to speed up here. We're getting
Over
pretty
time,
well man-marked by Barrow. They're totally up for this game.
Turned a page and it was a bit more, playing for my place.
Yeah, ultimately, I think as the game started,
that was almost a good through ball. You got a touch to that.
They don't ultimately want that shirt. There's, it's a competitive squad. Is there still, room to bring more players in potentially?
Nice touch.
Yeah, I think it's a real opportunity as soon as those games start.
And that should be time. Throw in.
Really have that mindset of going into that first game. I want to be the first.
Know about how much possession Town have had.
One of the last pre-season games that Town have got. Tickets are on sale for the Burnley pre-season game on Saturday, the 26th of July at the Aku Stadium. That game kicks off at 3 p.m.
I can't go to that either because that's my cousin's wedding. This July has just been an absolute horror month. It's been an absolute horror month. I can't go to that game against Burnley because my cousin's getting married. Which I'm not really too fussed about. Not going, but it would have been nice.
With the new manager coming in, the new staff coming in, I don't like using the word, but it is a really clean slate for people to. They might have had an iffy season last season, or things might not have gone their way. It's a real chance for them as professionals to prove themselves of what the players they are. But ultimately, like you say, as soon as that first league game comes into play, you want to be the one that the manager can rely on, that trusts. And that should be the mindset of these players, which I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Ball just not quite sticking there with Child. They're working out afterwards, unfortunately, giving away the free kick here in the man to have won that one. Smith wanted to take, but he will come himself now to have this one. Right, driven ball across to that far side, and Jackson just couldn't quite get there. Town did get themselves back in shape. They're quite comfortable with where they were. We've only got a couple of minutes now to half time here on HTTV. Huddersfield Town 0, AFC Barrow 0.
No updates on Twitter either. Really, that's quite poor. Says Paul.
At half time, but we will be back here.
Yeah, Paul just said no updates on Twitter. Pay £6 to watch, or you don't get anything. That's quite poor from Town, to be honest.
45 minutes here.
That's quite poor. That's quite poor from Town. I mean, I just thought, stuff it, I'll pay £6 because I'm bored as stiff. Everything that's going on, I need a good distraction. Good defending by Town. Barrow on a strong attack here.
Back on the ball towards the edge of the area. Smith back over to that right hand side, just about kept in by Worrell now. Crosses towards the near post and cleared away again by Feeney. Twice he's been in
good
there
defending.
That work for Town.
Yeah, like I say, it's the first time they've probably really had to defend. Feeney standing up strong there on both occasions.
Watch your man. Well played, Town, knocking it well around the back. Now you just need to offload that ball now. You just need to offload that ball. Good. Well played.
Back onto his right foot, overlap his Ruski.
You've just got the men. You had two men running forward on the right hand side to offload it to there. Come on.
Too far forward in this counter attack. They all want that ball through. So that's why Ledson probably had to go back just to keep hold of it.
Absolutely right, yeah. The lads had broke their neck, hadn't they, to join in that attack really quickly. Probably should have been played through, but catch possession, came out the other side. So would have probably liked that ball to have been slipped through to Ruskin.
45-minute mark has been hit. Been on stream for 39 minutes.
On the overlap bit did Ruben Ruskin. Ball back over on that left hand side.
Come on, get a goal before half time.
Right forward cross. It's just a little bit too close to the goalkeeper. And
that's
half
time
here at Canal Side. It's Huddersfield Town 0, AFC Barrow 0. Clarky, what have you made of this first half?
Do you know what? Probably a touch disappointed. Would have been hopeful of a couple of goals. I think for certainly the way that we performed, the way that we sort of dominated the ball, would have been hopeful of.
Definitely dominated the ball really well, Town. Just need to get that last bit in, which is the problem which we've had for a long time. Just that extra bit of quality, just to put it in the net.
Really strong. But yeah, again, the excitement for me personally, I think the midfield, the interchange with them has been fantastic again to see that. So
right, guys, I'll be back very shortly. I'm just going to go downstairs and sort some stuff out, and then I'll be back up because they won't be having a long break for half time. So I shall be back very shortly.
I think that's been the standout for me.
You guys can still hear what the commentators have got to say, so I will turn the volume up a bit further more.
Second game of pre-season. Town have played the majority of this game in the opposition half. They've won the ball pretty much every time in the opposition half.
Yeah.
That is the foundations to scoring goals and winning games.
Absolutely, yeah. And like we said, it starts with the press from the strikers, then the midfield locking onto that, and then the defence being able to keep that high line and trust themselves to and back themselves that they're quick enough to get back in if things were to break down. But really impressed, like you say, with the press. I'm sure the manager will be pleased with the intensity. Again, I think just hopeful, we're hitting that back of the net and testing the keeper a lot more than we did do.
Town have had the chances. I'm sure there'll be more chances in the second half. Myself, Kane Hall and Dave are going to take a quick break and we're back in time for the second half here on HCTV. Huddersfield Town 0, Barrow AFC 0.
Huddersfield was a latecomer to professional football, but as with all things, we soon made our mark. From the beginning, we faced our fair share of adversity off the pitch. Financial crises, boardroom battles, even war. But on it, we thrived. Promotion, the Charity Shield, FA Cup glory. The stage was set for something special. Across 3 incredible seasons, 32 men rose to the occasion. First guided by the genius of Herbert Chapman, then by the steady hand of Cecil Potter. There was drama worthy of the silver screen. Records set, records broken. Then, on the 12th of April 1926, came the greatest triumph of them all. Huddersfield Town, champions of England for the 3rd time in a row. A feat never before seen. 100 years on, we remain deeply proud of this remarkable achievement and of the thrice champions who made it possible. This season, to honour their enduring legacy, our players will wear 3 stars on their shirts. A simple yet powerful reminder of our unique place in history. A nod to a time when we stood at the summit of the English game and, for a brief moment, were known as the best club side in the world.
Well, at any stretch, I do not think this is a failure. There are going to be a lot of changes. There are going to be a lot of changes on the pitch.
And it's actions, not words, time.
I'm up for the fight. I hope they are with me as well.
Up to Town, right?
Up to Town.
Spent time with a number of different managers, and Lee stood out in a number of ways.
Hiring Lee Graham is going to be really special.
We've got work to do still, constantly assessing what we need, where we need to be. We set some lofty ambitions for that. So excited to get started.
Congratulations if you can give them any chance to get up on their feet and cheer. I mean, it's worth its weight in gold.
I think it's a really positive, really bold step for the club and one I'm proud to be part of.
Yeah.
Welcome back to HTTV. Myself, Kane Hall, and Nathan Clark here for you at Canal Side. These sides are switching over, and we have got a change in the lineups of well. So let's take you through the Barrow side for this second half. We've got Will Stanway, number 1. Number 2 is Trialist A. Number 5 is Charlie Raglan. Number 6 is Niall Canavan. He is the captain. Number 9 is Trialist C. 11 is Elliot Newby. Number 16 is Sam Foley. 17 is Katata Coyote. And number 18 is Innes Cameron. 20 is Isaac Fletcher, and number 45 is Rakeem Harper. As Cameron gets us back on the way, we have got a bit of a change for Huddersfield Town as well. Jacob Chapman is continuing in goal. Mikel Miller, Herbie Kane, Lassie Sorensen, Cameron Asher, Joe Taylor, Maury Wallace captaining the side, Freddie Ladapo, Marcus Harness. And I nearly had to stop there.
So I'm just going to turn the volume down just a little bit down. So the starting XL for the second half is Jacob Chapman, Mikel Miller, Herbie Kane, Sorensen, Aisha, Joe Taylor's in, Murray Wallace is the captain on number 22, Freddie Ladapo is 23, we've got Marcus Harness, George Openda, and Kasumu. The substitute is Nichols and Voiced.
So it'd be interesting to see how he does.
So I think a lot of the players have either left or they're not going to be available.
For last season, Kasumu, really looking forward to see how he fits in that midfield group, because we've got real competition in there for places.
Into full screen mode now again.
Another hopefully positive start. Show the intensity, the press will be the exact same.
Just going to go and just double check everything is okay on my YouTube channel.
We've got George Yoipenda playing at centre half today, just about on the ball now. Brother of Tom, who's gone out on loan to Notts County this year. So we're excited to see what he's got. His brother's very technically gifted. Let's see what George has got at the centre half. As Asher back down this left-hand side for Town. Just about stayed in play. We've got a couple of dugouts in the way of us on this left-hand side. So bear with us at times. You'll be able to see.
Oh, thank you ever so much, guys. It's 944 subscribers. I've gained 3 subscribers from the stream. Thank you ever so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I need to change my my bio, because I have done 45 stadiums out of the 92. It says I've only done 44, which is not right. It's not correct. So I need to put 45 out of the 92.
Qualities in there too.
Yeah, definitely. His leadership qualities were certainly there when he first came to Huddersfield. Gone on to have a really good career at Millwall, and I know Millwall fans speak highly of him.
Checking that this is fine.
It's great to see him back, and like you say, that leadership quality and that experience that he'll bring to the back lines, so valuable. Checking that this is fine.
Asher was a standout for me for the younger players against Emley, and probably has deserved this place today.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm sure he's been doing well in training as well. So it's an opportunity for him to keep impressing and just show how good he is. I love seeing attacking players be enthusiastic, be confident on the ball, and not shirk the responsibilities. Go and really take their a really good opportunity to be part of this first team squad.
Just seen young George Yoipenda just come past us a little bit. He's a bit of a unit, Clark.
Yeah, big lad. They're like twins, aren't they? I know he's younger, but similar build, similar style. It'd be interesting to see how he settles into the first team environment as well.
Strong attack by Barrow here. No, it's not.
Looking for the overhead here.
Yeah, went for the overhead kick there, number 18.
There by Cameron, but he went for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? I'm sure his eyes lit up as soon as the ball came in, but yeah, just got to be careful that balls don't get freely put into our box like that. Close down that crossing opportunity as quickly as we can.
Just something I want to touch on, just as Yoipenda's got the ball again now. He says he's a good side to him, but you're having a chat earlier with strength and conditioning coach for the academy. Having someone like that in and around the academy to help these players not build on their technical abilities as well, but physically, is massive.
Yeah, huge. I think the physical specimens now, aren't they, of players? They're not just technically good. They're excellent on the ball, which is a given.
An unfortunate through ball that if Joe Taylor was on the end of that, he would have been called offside. So I had to let that go.
Youth team into B teams and under 21s is so important that they put the work in and reap the rewards, should I say, when they're playing in these games.
Nice ball from
so let's have a look at Barrow as a team.
Just couldn't quite get on the end of it.
So Barrow,
a little bit different this second half so far from what I'm seeing.
Looking at them,
to go forward a little bit quicker, counter-attacks a little bit more on there.
Them as a team.
Down this right hand side, lovely touch by Newby inside the area. Good read by Joy Pender. Good strength as well to keep coming away from him, and then play out to that right hand side with Sorensen.
Yeah, we were in trouble there. So great positioning from the young lad. Showed
Let's have a look at them
again. Just
as a team.
That again, could have been a better ball there. We could have been in trouble.
Did think that Town shape looked a little bit more
League 2 team.
recognisable as Barrow kind of.
First match they've got is Chesterfield away. That'll be quite a tough one for them. Obviously, with alphabetical order, they are third in the table as it stands for them. Teams like Accrington Stanley, Barnet, Barrow, Bristol Rovers, Bromley, Cambridge, Cheltenham, Chesterfield, Colchester, Crawley Town, Crewe Alexandra, Fleetwood Town, Gillingham, Grimsby Town, Harrogate, Milton Keynes, Newport County, Notts County, Oldham Athletic, Salford, Shrewsbury, Swindon Town, Tranmere Rovers, and Walsall in League 2. So throughout their history,
Miller goes down this left-hand side.
Obviously, they got promoted from the National League in 2019-2020 season. Finished 21st, 22nd, and they finished 9th in 2022-2023. They finished 8th in 2023-2024, and they finished 16th last season, winning 15, drawing 14, and losing 17 with a total points of 59. Yeah, they won the National League. They won the FA. Ladapo scored.
Provided the goal for Freddie Ladapo. Huddersfield.
Oh my goodness me! Freddie Ladapo scored.
And it's a goal that we've been waiting for, and it's finally come this second half.
Let's have a look at this.
Great ball by Joe Taylor.
Joe Taylor.
I thought at the time, let's whip that ball in.
Great whip. Oh, lovely header from Freddie Ladapo.
Great ball out. Nice confident header from Ladapo.
Brilliant whip. Brilliant header by Ladapo. Barrow defender didn't even try and defend that.
So yeah, great for him to get on the score sheet.
Great for Freddie Ladapo.
We're both very relaxed in that. You know, as a striker, as an attacker.
Huddersfield Town 1, Barrow 0 in the 52nd minute. It's not too bad, I'd take it. Anything from Freddie Ladapo after what we saw from last season? Goodness me, I don't want to even think or remember what happened last season with him.
The staff and the management will all understand that and how they treat certain players. And, it's so important to
free kick, shoulder barged.
To these players to have that man management and just have an arm round them now and again, kick up the backside sometimes if needed. But yeah, it just looks a lad that's hopefully hungry to go on to do well this season and be a major part in this team.
I'd love Freddie Ladapo to be a major part in the team. I think he's got a long way to go yet.
Tell me if I'm wrong, I think there's a bit of a change of shape here for Barrow into a 4-3-3, and that again will test how Huddersfield Town play.
Yeah, no, it is. It certainly looks different straight away, doesn't it?
This could be the first win under Lee Grant.
Desperate to.
Sort of flick by Miller, looking for a ball through the middle. Wallace.
Don't let him get free kick any day. That was.
By Miller. That phase of play there was all from Ladapo, checking the ball at his feet and then driving with it, just getting Town out of that danger area.
No, it's again, great size to good fitness levels. You know, you're expecting. Oh,
that was a shame. That was a good ball.
He overpasses.
Just overhit that ball. That went out for a throw in. Town win it anyway. Town win it back. Could be 2-0 here. We've got a bit of a stronger squad on.
Yeah, no, exactly. High up again.
Herbie Kane to Joe Taylor. Joe Taylor to Kasumu. Kasumu, I think, is going to put it wide.
So no, exactly,
no, he didn't.
Again, I hope what the manager's
We've got Marcus Arnott on the ball. Passes it to Sorensen. Sorensen passes it to Kane.
Herbie Kane towards the edges. Bit of space over on the left-hand side.
Passing it back nicely here.
A lot of pressure on him from Karen. Lovely turn though. Your Pender. Further forward with Kasumu. Nice little triangle going on. And
nice by Wallace.
A fair bit of pressure.
Honestly, I think we will. I think we've got one of the best defences in the league, to be honest. And that's not going off this at all. It's not. By the names.
Nice header by Ladapo. Probably needed Taylor.
Oh, Joe Taylor's got the ball. Oh, Joe Taylor really did well there to intercept the ball. Playing as a number 20 there. Just the intensity. I'm loving this. I'm loving this match just for purely the intensity. Joe Taylor won the ball back in a very good position. If it was me, I would have tried cutting that ball back to pass it for a goal. But the 2-0 is lurking. It is lurking. We are looking to get that second. Right, short corner. Oh, he's still got the ball. Oh.
Harness will collect the second ball though as Barrow clear.
Town still got the ball here. Mikhail Miller.
Cross eventually.
Yeah, nice cross that. Unfortunately, no header on that. Sorensen still got the ball there. Passes it to Joe Taylor. Joe Taylor puts a very hard, very overhit pass there for Marcus Harness. Marcus Harness to get the ball. Way too overhit. Right, I'm going to carry on. I'll be back in just a second.
This will get better and better. The link up, the partnerships will get better for sure. You know, those final passes, everybody will be, you know, linking up and on that same wavelength. So, yeah, impressive so far. Hopefully it continues.
Yeah, just a little break for the players as Raheem Hart had to just give something to the coaching staff. Might have been an earring or something like that, but we're back ready for Stanway to get us going again. Your Pender loses that one to Cameron. That means I think that's going to be a fantastic test. Seeing them two at it as Cameron is a bit of a beast as the cross comes in towards him. It's over him.
Oh, good save by Chapman there.
Yeah, big lad. So it is going to be a test for him. Like I say, they seem to be, you know, working that ball up. It's a good option for Barrow. Up in the air and players running off him, so he's going to have to stand up to that test.
With Ladapo inside, just can't quite make that second pass, and Harper plays it out to the left-hand side with Triley C now inside the area. Wants to put it onto his left foot. It's going to be a good block by Sorensen and out for a Barrow corner.
Yeah, he worked well to get in there. Last Sorensen caught up the field and then sprang back, really fit, really quick to get back in and get the block. But yeah, you just mentioned before, you know, Barrow, you know, seem to be a lot more of a press, a lot more of intensity, where they're again changing shape and changing personnel for them. You know,
not too bad actually, really. Barrow corner.
Different way of playing. Corner coming from
whips the ball in.
Over towards that back stick.
Great save by Chapman.
A couple of players from Barrow wanting a foul. I don't think you're going to get one. Well, that kind of stuff in pre-season here. Throw taken quickly.
Come on, Town, get the defence going. Come on. That's it. Play it nice. You've got the pace, drive it. Well done. Really nice play in here, Town. Spreading the ball out wide.
Over on that far side, back on the inside to Harness. There's a good look around him, see who's there. Ball back down the left-hand side for Asher to chase. Can he keep it in though?
Yes.
Just about keeps
and loses it. Very unfortunate.
To the second ball. Nice
Asher.
idea from Harness to get there. Maybe asking a lot of him, but Asher does totally well to keep it in. As Town looking to try and press this here. Taylor eventually does.
Joe Taylor is looking a lot more fit and healthy from last season. He's lost a lot of weight. I think he's looking very, very good at the moment.
Same attitude, work hard, make sure that you're getting the work in and pressing as much as you can. And ultimately, like I say, it's a chance. It's a 45 minutes to show the manager exactly whereabouts you are, fitness levels. I'm sure they'll be getting tracked, GPS, and monitored on, the performances, sprints, the hard work, the graft. So it's a real opportunity to keep doing well in that area.
Fletcher making his way down the left-hand side for Barrow before a nice tackle by David Kasuru. And just a reminder that Huddersfield Town's first game of the season is at home against Leighton Orient on the 2nd of August, 3 o'clock kickoff. Tickets will be on sale soon, so keep an eye out for that one if you've not got your season card already, which they are still.
They talk about season tickets. I haven't got my season ticket yet, in all honesty, guys. I've had a lot to pay off over the last couple of months, so I haven't got my season ticket yet, but I will be buying it on the 12th of July when I get paid. Next, I will be getting my season ticket for next season. I will be getting that already. And obviously, I'm still... Go on. Oh, Ladapo was in such a good position there. Great run. Just shot straight at the keeper there.
Great ball, great run. Probably would have expected
no, so obviously when I get paid on the 12th of July, I will be getting my season ticket. I am doing weekend on, weekend off work at work. So I hope that when I get back, my rota works around my football like it did at my previous work.
Just about offering that space for Town. We'll come back to the details about Leicester at home very shortly. As the press eventually has forced the ball out of play.
It's such a nice run from Ladapo.
Cup at the Aku Stadium, Wednesday the 13th of August, 7:45 kickoff. Tickets are £10 and concierge are £5. Things have just settled down over the last couple of minutes. Like both teams in this second half were just a bit more.
What a ball! Great touch.
Ball over on the far side, yeah.
This is from Barrow, by the way.
On two trialists seen now. Two trialists working together. Fletcher involved as well. Still down that left-hand side. David Kasuro grabbed hold of his man. Fletcher looking for a ball in, but can't manage to do so. Has to go back. Town. All the Town players are back inside their own half here, midway inside their own half as well. That's very deep and very compact.
No, very compact. Just watching the back line as I see them just moving out with the ball. Murray Wallace, leading that, making sure they're squeezing the pitch, making it hard for the strikers, not just sitting in there and getting pinned in there. Because he's a big lad, 18. What's his name? Innes. Big lad. So, trying to move him about, make sure that he's not just freely having an opportunity to get his head on the ball within the box.
And it's Cameron, I believe, from Kilmarnock.
Right, okay.
Barrow. One of their new signings. Pressure from Taylor. Just waiting for someone else to help him through the middle. Eventually gets him with Harness now going over on the far side. Trialist here. He plays it back. Also slightly understand where he's going to have to go long because Taylor was close. Nice challenging by the goalkeeper and the Town striker. Forcing to make that mistake. The mistake is that it goes out of play over on the far side. Sorensen
lost the ball to Barrow. Barrow's players making the run. Town's got the ball back in the defence.
Miller finds a bit of space with Ladapo. Potentially could have turned, but keeps holding the ball for Town to go back down that left-hand side, and actually does eventually lose out. Stanway again having to go along. Cameron
Yeah, so did I. Whose ball it is to win? Ultimately, you want to win the first ball, but as a sort of centre half partnership, you've got to get onto that second ball quickly, and I think that's what Kasuma was saying. The young lad had just dropped off just in case it was flicked.
Barrow got corner.
And then you've got to quickly react to get onto that second ball. And to be fair to the striker, directed it quite well, unlike his header just then. Or I thought it was his header.
I did too. I generally thought it was just now they've got a corner as well. The ball coming in towards his near post, cleared away by goaltender at first. Aisha just about does well as Miller trying to get.
Miller's got the pace. He's just driving it. Playing very well. Needs to put it. Just put it to Joe Taylor. Hold on, Ladapo. Straight at the keeper again. No, definitely not. Good, really well played going forward there, Town.
Really striding out with the ball. Did really well. And then Ladapo, fair play, trying to bend it into that far corner.
Herbie Kane sprays it out to this Huddersfield Town left-hand side. Aisha up against his man. Can he get round him? Wants to put it onto the right foot, then shoots.
Shoots and goes for a throw-in.
Deflected, Clarkey.
It looked, unfortunately, just came off the wrong side of his boot and just curled out for a throw-in. But I don't mind, look, it's one of them. Obviously, you want to test the keeper at every opportunity, but, showing the confidence to drive at his man. He would have expected to, or hoped to have done better with his shot, but, still having that confidence to drive and show what he's about one-on-one with the defender. These attackers, that's what it's all about, getting in those positions where they're facing up the defender. They're in dreamland.
You don't shoot, you don't score.
Free kick for Town.
We just managed to get a replay of Mikel Miller run. I can't believe how far he actually got with the ball.
Yeah. There was a couple trying to bring him down in that early stage as well, weren't they? Weren't quick enough to keep up with him.
So free kick here for Town. Miller and Kane over this one. Just to the right of the goal. Potential short one for Miller to go back down that right hand side. Kane going short or vice versa. Kane will be the man to take it. Goes towards that near post. It's a little bit too low. We'll drop
a bit too low. Would have put a bit more height on that.
Just on the edge of the centre circle. Go back out to Harness over on the far right. And
Harness has got the ball.
Herbie Kane, but he stops his run. So Harness will
whips it in.
Towards Ladapo on his head.
Ladapo just headed it over the bar.
We are seeing Town trying to force a keeper into saves a little bit more this half.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're getting into good positions at this time, like you say, making sure that final ball in the box is good enough for our players, our striking talent to get an opportunity to test this keeper. And just unfortunately, just a little bit too high for Ladapo. Good work. Not seen loads of Harness in this half so far, so we need to get him on the ball a lot more. Really good player, really attacking player, and one that I'm sure fans are looking forward to see.
Coming up towards the 69th minute here at Canal Side is Huddersfield Town at 1, AFC Barrow 0. Here on HDTV, myself, Ken Hall, and Nathan Clark taking you through the action. We've seen a different test to what we've seen last time, and I think that is the main thing now, with the tests that are coming up in Austria and Burnley as well, that the levels that Town are playing up against in terms of leagues is starting to go up, and this is where you can really test yourself.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. I think there's going to be throughout this pre-season, really different tests, and like you say, it's an opportunity. The managing, the staff, and everybody who's put this pre-season on, this is exactly what they're after, for people to come in and have different tests, not just for Town to have loads and loads of the ball. They've got to make sure that they're strong defensively. I'm sure later on in the pre-season games they'll certainly be coming up against really good tests. Certainly the Burnley one will be the one where they're potentially going to have to sit in and do a little bit more defensive work in that game. So yeah, looking forward to how it progresses really.
Town having to do that defending now. The two trialists linking up over on the far side. It's Harper towards Fletcher. It's a little bit of a slow pass, but eventually it does get there. And Town are all back inside their own half. Nice work here down the right hand side from Katie. And eventually the ball goes out of play. And it's going to be a Huddersfield Town throw. I think he just did a little bit too much there, did the Barrow man. He needed to just get rid of it.
Yeah, I think there were a couple of times he could have laid it off. Just ended up doing a little bit too much, but again, it's, you know, these lads are trying to press their
At the 70th minute mark.
He goes on to
Nothing too exciting going on at the moment. I'm half asleep.
This Barrow side in the second half, they're tall.
Yeah, they're a bit. Do you know what? It's that league. I think you've got to have physicality. You know, certainly this second half team, you can see a massive change in that.
Throw-in.
You know, you've got the captain coming in, who will probably be a mainstay in Canavan, who's got a lot of experience, and then you look at the striker, number 18, big lad, big physical lad, winning his first contact.
I think something that I might be doing for my YouTube channel is obviously the new iPhone 17 that's coming out soon. That comes with dual recording motion, meaning that you can record. I'd be able to record the game as well as I'd be able to record my face at the same time. I was thinking about getting like a magnetic camera on my, like a necklace, so I can record, you know, first person footage of the stadium, and I think that would be a good idea actually for my videos, and that's a free kick to Barrow. Obviously it means that I'm going to have to get a new phone to do my videos on, which my current iPhone is the iPhone 14 Pro Max. The quality on that is still brilliant. I just think just for that the extra features that the iPhone 17 Pro Max or the iPhone 17 that comes out with dual recording just gives me that extra bit of an extra option to make my YouTube channel a lot better than what it is, video quality wise. But yeah, let's see how I go. I might get it, I might not, but I think it'd be a great option to have for my channel.
He just goes towards that back post, and Chapman, I think he taps the head of Sorensen, and it comes off Sorensen and out for a Barrow corner.
Yeah, a little bit floaty that one, wasn't it? For Barrow's point of view, but yeah, Sorensen just, was it Sorensen that clicked it off? Jacob obviously coming out. Sorry to try and claim it.
Barrow corner, 17 minutes left of the match to go. Whipped in, great defence.
Played away superbly. Has Newby just taken the free kick with his left foot in the corner with the right foot?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
some effort that. Yeah. There's a good strong challenge by Sorensen over on the far side. Front taken quick though by trialist in towards the areas your Pender just played back in towards Jacob Chapman. Just goes to show, just because you're up against a lower league opposition, players have talent. Taking free kicks and corners with opposite feet.
No, that's it. Exactly. You know, sometimes it's situations, it's a little bit of luck here and there, and they find themselves, you know, dropping down the leagues. But ultimately, you know, you've still got to keep your standards high and you know, get to a level where you can be happy with.
You think Lee Grant will be happy with what he's seen overall today so far?
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know, it's always hard to know exactly what he's after as a manager, what he's after, you know, in training. But yeah, I mean, we spoke just after going off for half time. I think it needs to stick a little bit more up front. I think, you know, players have played a lot of balls through the midfield and into the striking trio, shall we say. It's just got to stick a little bit more, and those guys again, be getting more and more confident throughout this pre-season, where little touches, little link-up plays will be getting so much more better.
75 minutes. Oh, this one played here at Canalside. Town 1, Barrow 0 here on HTTV. Stanway with a ball down towards Barrow right hand side, and Kiarte done superbly well to spread it across again the field of players. Triley stayed back through the middle towards Fletcher. Nice forward pass, but Northander reads it well, and Town can break here. Got Harness over on that far right hand side, and they throw to Sorensen, wanting to take it quickly. As we've been studying, Clarky, I don't know about you, but my neck is absolutely burning. But does the weather and the sun have an effect on these players in this second half?
I'm not too sure. I think nowadays, the way that their fitness levels are, they'll be used to training in high intensity. So they'll be used to this. And for 45 minutes, I think fitness levels are that good now.
A good ball
to just kick
by
on,
Barrow, just unfortunately didn't catch him.
Too much about like yourself getting sunburnt on the back of the neck.
Plenty of sun cream, we're all right. But it is interesting to see how players adapt towards certain things. Up at Emily it was very windy. This is an absolute carpet, is this pitch. There's no denying it. Emily's it's a lovely pitch, but it's nothing like this, and you can see that with the quality of the passing as well.
Yeah, no, exactly. You've got no worries about it bobbling up. Everything's nice and crisp. Great ball by the young lad.
Yeah, you're Pender with an excellent ball down the right channel for Sorensen. Gets support eventually with Harness. A couple of players inside the area to choose from if you wanted to cross it, but Kasumu and Herbert Kane were the other two meant to be involved in this passage at the moment. There's Kasumu back into Kane, further forward with Harness. Nice little triangle from Town. Back into Sorensen. And there's a bit of space open up on the left-hand side for Town, but Joe Taylor will take a touch to Sorensen mid-play. To Sorensen. Now looks for the cross towards the back stick, but there's just nobody there. Cleared away as far as Herbert Kane. Heads back out to the left-hand side where Ladapo is. Plays it on to Aisha. Tries to come back on the inside of his man. Stands him up. Still has support though from Miller. And Herbert Kane on the edges. Crossfield ball towards that back stick with Sorensen. Couldn't quite get there. And Barrow will eventually clear, but only as far as David Kasumu kicking the ball over the fence and out for a Barrow throw. That intensity isn't the same as it was in the first 5 minutes.
Do you know what? I was just going to say, I think from both teams, though, maybe I was jumping the gun a little bit with the heat and the weather situation that, both teams seem to be slowing it down a little bit more and taking the time, certainly on throw-ins and restarts. Oh, so lucky.
We're about 20 degrees here at Canalside, so it's hot, but it's not too hot. As Murray Wallace just loses out on the halfway line. Good recovering here from Miller, though. He's got Cameron in support, but Chapman will just about grab hold of that ball inside the area. Just about.
Yeah, just
not far off.
Curling, wasn't he? But good positioning again.
There's Harness. Trying to move the ball over to the right side. Nice sliding tackle, though. He's hurt, though, he's Harness. With the referee giving the fouls that he has done so far this second half, I thought he was going to pull up there, but decided against it.
Yeah, it was close enough to see that it was a fair challenge.
He's certainly limping along, though, is Marcus Harness. We'll keep an eye on that one. As Town have the opportunity to make a counter-attack here. Ladartov will try and get around his man. Has managed to get around in his Cameron and plays out to Asher down the left-hand side. Further forward again. The pass just needed to be a little bit better. Ladartov
Really not doing bad going forward. If the passes were accurate, we could be 3-0 by now, to be honest. But we're not playing bad at all. We're not playing bad at all.
Just hopefully, hopefully it can.
And like the commentator said, the intensity is
too bad.
is getting better with the teams that we're going to be playing. Obviously, Barrow are League 2, Emily are in, like, I don't know, the Southern Premier League or whatever they call it. The difference, obviously, between the leagues is massive.
Just probably keeping a close eye on him.
But if Town keep the intensity up,
it certainly does.
We can do well this season.
Sorensen over on that right hand side. Harness is in support on the half turn. Back onto his right foot, but plays it short with Kane. Sorensen back over on the right hand side. Nice first time touch into Harness. Looking for that turn is Harness. Got Kasumu in support, just couldn't quite get that ball into him though. And Barrow will try and clear. Cameron will hold up here, but got Murray Wallace all over him. Gives himself a free kick taken quickly. And another foul here by Herbie Kane. He's getting some attention, isn't he? The
10 minutes. 10 minutes left.
Is it Coyate? I think it's Coyate. We'll do it.
The referee likes giving fouls here.
Given away by Sorensen over on the far side. Just under 10 minutes to go here. And I feel as if we just want a bit more intentness to come back for the final 10 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. It's got a little bit scrappy. I'm sure the people watching can see that as well. They're just got to take a little bit more care with the ball. It's quite tricky, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's a good player.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But yeah, you're just hoping that there's a little bit more quality to come from the Town team.
So just a reminder then, for all you Town fans, you're on HDTV, the home kit is available to pre-order. Don't forget to have a look at that launch video, pays tribute to the 1920s team. It's definitely worth a watch, just the video alone. The kit will be on sale in the next few weeks, but you can pre-order online at shop.hdfc.com or visit the HDFC website for more information. And don't forget, season cards are still on sale as well. If you've not got yours yet, call in at the ticket office or online. Under 14s are free with a paying adult season card. As the Barrow attack comes to a halt with Harness picking up but couldn't find the ball further forward with Taylor, and Herbie Kane just needs a minute as well.
Yeah, I think what we were asking for previously from the referee, if there is a little bit of a knock, get the physios on. No real need to really force it, but yeah, he's blown the whistle.
You still don't want the physio to come in, just wants to try and run it off. And I mean, I think all fans appreciate that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Certainly at this stage of pre-season.
It should hopefully just keep this game flowing for the last 7 or so minutes here on HDTV.
Not bad.
Do you think the change of shape for Barrow might have changed this game in terms of Town's game plan today, and how, yes, they might have not been asked to press as much this second half?
I don't think so. I think it's
Barrow on the dangerous attack here. Passed it on the right hand side as that going towards their goal. Whipped in, defended well. Max Harness is on the end of it. Nice passing round the back. Town just need to find that man.
This half.
Could just spread the play wide here.
It's a little bit of both. I think the manager will still be wanting that intensity.
To our right hand side, I think.
Grant will be after that intensity still and that press. Sometimes games don't always pan out that way, and Barrow have certainly had a lot more joy this half, haven't they?
Certainly have. As Kane now seems to be okay. After that bit of a hit he took earlier on. His Wallace goes square with Lloyd Pender. Sorensen, good press on him, so we'll find back Wallace now. Herbie Kane on the turn with Kasumu. Lloyd Pender again further forward with Harness. Nice.
Good point.
wonderful from Town.
Oh, God, Joe Taylor. Oh,
Just his
just
last touch was just a little bit too far away from him. But again, the opportunity for Town there just comes so quickly.
Wow. Yeah.
It was just his last touch.
Just too far in front of him. Great play, great first time ball from Lars, I think it was. That through ball. Like you say, his eyes are probably lit up, and to be fair play to the keeper, nice and brave, came out. Took a little knock for his troubles, but yeah, I think Joe would have been hoping to rattle the back of the net there for sure.
I agree, Clarky. I think he saw the goal before the ball had even got to him.
No, absolutely.
But again, it was how the ball had gone from forward, back, forward very quickly. I know that sounds very simple, but the quicker you do it and with the more quality you do it, opens up chances like that.
No, definitely. I think we were fortunate enough to be down touch line, so we can hear the.
Well, oh come on! How's that a free kick? Give off.
They're wanting that, they're demanding that, that quick play.
Almost 4 minutes left of normal time to be played. No extra time will be played, I don't think.
Unfortunately, it didn't happen for Taylor that way. Liverpool was just to bring down his man. I think it's not too sure why there's a little break here.
Change of personnel. I think a couple of subs are coming up.
Or just some water. I've not seen anyone come off. We've got Murray Wallace coming off.
Dan Vost, I think it is.
Chris Hall, if you're watching, thank you very much for your subscription to my YouTube channel. It just came up on my page. Thank you very much. I do really appreciate that.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm just going to see you're my 945th subscriber, so thank you very much. Means a lot to me. I really do try my best with my YouTube channel. Just keep it going as much as possible.
It's going to be a free kick to Sal.
3 minutes left of play.
So just to confirm, that is a planned change as well.
Thank you to the 11 people watching my YouTube channel. Really do appreciate it.
I'd say to keep building his minutes up. He missed the Emily game, so as much training or as high intensity as you can do in training, it doesn't always replicate match situations, and you've got to manage these players correctly. So no real need to force the issue with Murray Wallace at the moment. He'll be a huge player for the club this season.
Great work from Harness to keep the ball away from the opposition and find the Town player after that as well, down that right channel. Town still with the ball here. With Kasuma, Bost wants it. He's going to go to your tender instead for now. Came on the half turn, a little backheel turn as well before Bost does get his touch.
Little fella.
On the left hand side. Miller.
Go on now. Oh, you want?
Eventually gets it back.
Good dog.
That far side flag. He's pointing. He wants it.
Dear. Nice play in here by Kasumu. Kasumu passes it down to Harness. Harness almost lost it. Passes it to Sorensen. 1.5 minutes left. Ball's being played wide.
Just about keeps the ball in.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the cross though. I think in Town are just trying to use the width of the field. Feel as if he could have used it a little bit more this second half as your tender takes down Cameron. It will be a free kick to Barrow just inside the Town half.
Yeah, just misjudged the bounce of the ball, just skipped over him, didn't it?
Still good work here from Newbit into Cameron. Onto the right foot, shoots, good save by Chapman. Didn't have to move too much.
That was a good save that by Chapman.
Correct me if I'm wrong, is that the first shot by Barrow?
Potentially is, yeah, from what I can remember. And handled well, straight into the arms of the keeper, and good position. He's been a real threat, hasn't he, the striker?
Yeah, but we've had a couple of crosses, but we've not had a shot, and we're in the 89th minute.
Yeah.
It should be a frustration, I'm sure, of the Barrow manager, but full credit to the lads, putting the bodies on the line, making it difficult to.
Just under 30 seconds left to go. Town winning 1-0. I'm happy with that. First win under Lee Grant.
Isn't exactly.
Let's take it.
The bad thing is, Town has still got a bit more defending to do here. Just over a minute to go here as Newby falls over eventually and wins himself a free kick. And this potentially could be the last action of it.
Nice to keep a clean sheet, wouldn't it? So yeah, there'll be hopefully a couple of minutes left. Keep them shut out at the back.
Certainly will be. As Charlie's seat to Charlie's there on that far side.
That's it.
Full time here.
It's full time.
It's finished. Huddersfield Town 1, Barrow AFC 0. Goal from Freddie Ladapo. And it was a very intense first half. The second half started intensely. It may have dropped off a little bit. But importantly, Town have got a win and a clean sheet. And as we just
and a clean sheet,
considered one shot, one save that Chavez had to make on the 89th minute.
Yeah, exactly. So, defensively, certainly really impressive. Jacob not too much to do in the full 90, which is always good for him. But yeah, it's again two very different halves, weren't they? We seemed really in control of that first half. It was a little bit more scrappy and play breaking up all the time in the second half. But again, it's personnel change.
But nice. That's a nice cheeky little 1-0 win there.
Continue now onto the next one.
That'll be
first half.
The last match I somehow managed to watch until
Do you think that had anything to play with
until the season starts?
I mean, you sort of look at how Barrow lined up initially. They were really deep, weren't they, in that block?
So,
letting us have it at the back and move the ball.
Yeah, just going to sort out this thumbnail and everything, and then we can
and a tackle made really
get this going.
You look at the second half, completely different. They were pressing.
Good intensity by Town. The goal from Ladapo was very good.
To be able to pick us passes and go around.
He had a good decent amount of shots.
Two different
in the match.
Really,
just
and, both good
really
and vital.
unfortunate he couldn't get another one. Joe Taylor was unfortunate he couldn't get one. Game could have been at least 3-0. So
what he wants to do in Austria and how he might.
Yeah, well, the game's over now. It's Huddersfield Town 1, Barrow AFC 0, full-time score. Thank you very much to all of you guys for watching my live stream. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you have a very good rest of your day. Look after yourselves, and we'll see you at the home match, hopefully, against Leyton Orient. So, yeah, have a great rest of your day, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much to all those who have subscribed. Have a great day.